In this session, we're going to go through a case study of Kanban implementation in a small and medium enterprise, Imvelo Eswatini in Swaziland. Lean production is, of course, associated with large-scale automobile production, but Lean is extremely compatible with small and medium enterprises, or SMEs. A company, even with only 250 people, face real planning challenges. But the smaller the company is, the less likely it is to have implemented Lean. And this means that small and medium enterprises are missing a huge opportunity to be more efficient and competitive. Lean tools are simple and do not require a lot of investment for good results. Lean tools are flexible and don't need complex IT systems to work well. Lean also enforces organization, for example, tools like visual management. And Lean requires discipline to establish processes and to measure performance. So for small and medium enterprises, Lean can have a very positive impact, as we will see with this case study of how a Kanban system was successfully introduced for production planning at an SME in Africa, a craft business, Imvelo Eswatini. Imvelo in Swaziland produces handmade products, including ceramic discs, beaded necklaces, beaded pendants, earrings, and bracelets. The beads for the jewelry are made to stock, so our push system. However, the end product, the bracelets, the necklaces, the armbands, these are made to order, or pull. Now, in this business model, the women workers make the clay beads and are paid per piece. These pre-products, the beads, are then fired, glazed, and stored. Then, according to the customer demand, the beads are used to make the finished product, the jewelry. Now, where can you imagine there will already be issues of waste in this business model? First, it was difficult to make sure the right amount of beads was available, or the pre-products, because the women were paid by piece, and so often produced more beads than were needed. There were also problems with mistakes, and the wrong beads were produced because the woman couldn't read or write and didn't understand the instructions. And finally, there was the problem that this type of business is very seasonal, and often again, there was too many beads in stock in the wintertime. As a first step for this project, visual management was introduced into the stockroom by organizing the inventory and storing different bead types in transparent boxes to ensure then an orderly housekeeping. Then a Kanban system was introduced, and here, when a box of beads is empty, the Kanban card is put onto the production planning board. And what you see here is that on each Kanban card, a sample of the bead type is attached, so the women would know exactly what needed to be produced. The card would then authorize the production, and the number of Kanban cards would specify the maximum amount of beads to be produced. The production could then be controlled by using the number of cards. So, for example, in winter, the number of cards could be reduced to reduce the beads in stock. Now, in addition, you also had here cards with days of the week for firing and cards with the number of kiln that should be used for each firing, and these were then used in the production planning. So here we see the production planning board. The Kanban cards, which authorize a specific bead type to be produced, are then allocated to the different kiln firings. And the firing ovens have different levels, and different products have to be fired then at different temperatures. So when a particular type of bead was authorized to be produced, its Kanban card would then be placed on this planning board to be used as a production planning tool. Now let's look at a close-up. So here we see, for example, you have within each firing, the beads are allocated to particular trays. And the firing details, the kiln number and weekday then, are also specified. And finally, there's a space on the board for any beads that need to be produced, but when the trays are full, they're kind of in a waiting line. So if we look at this all together, we have a total planning board, which gives you a complete visualization of the production situation of this craft business. So we hope you can see from this short case study, the implementation of Kanbans for production planning and scheduling can be extremely effective. Here, we overcame the problem of overproducing. We overcame the problem of having too much stock in the off-season, and we overcame the problem of making the wrong parts by using not only the first step of the visual management to organize the stocks, but using the Kanban cards and these production boards in conjunction with the Kanban cards to make everything very clear and very controlled. This then allows the implementation of a pull system for the JIT lean production.